I'm Brad from KickstartPPC, and in this video we're going to be showing you why you should be segmenting your keywords down as much as possible. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing you want to do before you actually set up any campaigns is make sure you identify what your main attributes are. This could be size, color, could be anything that comes with the product, things that you think could make it sell better. These are the things you want to be focused on. And you also want to check on the search volume. So sometimes it might not be worth targeting if there's not enough search volume. Sometimes it makes sense. So check that out first. But for this brand, I've got up as an example, word segmenting things by color. And as you can see, when you actually break it down, you are getting some good sales from it. So these might be just a few sales per campaign. These are relatively new, so there's not a whole lot of data yet. But this campaign's got 6 orders on it. Down here, you've got 8 on this color. And you keep scrolling, you've got 5. Some of these are just 1 orders, which obviously there's not enough data there yet to determine whether it's worth continuing. But you're starting to see some campaigns perform. And this is the thing. Sometimes you're going to have certain colors that have good search volume. The colors that we find are doing the best now, we're finding on Helium 10 in the search volume reports, were actually the ones destined to have the most impact. So this is something you want to take very seriously, especially when you look at search volume Helium 10 and see whether it's worth running. Now, just because something has low search volume when it comes to colors doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. You can try it with a low bid, see if you pick any low-hanging fruit, but if it's not working, cut it off. There's no point in running something that doesn't work. And the same goes for sizes. So I've got a second example up here, which is based on sizing as their main attribute. And large is where they convert the best. So to give you a bit of an example, some of these campaigns aren't performing that well, and that's just because the cost per click hasn't come down since Prime Day. So some of these campaigns are high for what we would usually see, but obviously the keyword is hyper relevant, so the client does want to continue running this. But as you can see, some of the main keywords that incorporate the size are converting quite well. This is where we have, say, large and then the keyword. So we have a bunch of these segmented out for exact phrase and sponsored brand video. So we've got everything as it should be in terms of the campaigns, but it just includes sizing in there. So these are 2 attributes that are definitely worth doing, especially if you do have different colors and different sizes about your product. When it comes down to it, there's going to be a lot of different attributes other than size and color that are probably relevant to your product. You're going to know your product better than anyone else, so you should decide which ones of these are the best fit and test these out. Now, when it comes to actually running these, you're going to have to do a lot of testing because obviously these are going to be hyper relevant terms. So sometimes they might not perform well. Maybe that's going to be down to competition. Maybe ACOS is high because it's a highly competitive niche and it's not a good fit for your product. But if you go for actual attribute keywords, it's going to make it so your keyword's more relevant and there'll be less chance of returns. Obviously, you want to avoid returns as much as you can. Make sure that the return rates are as low as possible. So this is a way you can make sure that that's on track. Now, the most effective way is to actually list things based on their size and color. So don't mix these within other campaigns. Have your normal campaigns running as you would, but then have specific either color or size campaigns set up. And we've seen this the most successful because you can actually identify on the campaign level what's working based on the size, what isn't, what's working as a normal search term, and how the ACOS differs between them. You might find that the ACOS is lower on size campaigns. For this brand, of course, it's not quite low on some of these terms, but on the color side, you could see it was performing quite well on certain colors. So there's a lot of potential here for you to really segment things out and do things in the right way. Now, when it comes to actually having your broad terms, these are things that I would keep also segmented out from each other. So you could have, say for example, the keywords that are doing the best, you could put them in a single keyword campaign. And when you have them in a single keyword campaign, you can see based on the last week, we've got some keywords here that are performing quite well. Although 3 orders is okay, it's obviously performing quite good. We've segmented that out into a single keyword campaign. We can target the top of search. We can control the budget on a manual way. And this goes the same for any segmentations you want to do. The more granular you go with your PPC, the more control you can have. You can put more budget on keywords that do good, without having to put it on one campaign that then affects all these other keywords, which has less control overall. And go as deep into the attributes as you can to make sure it's successful. We hope you found that helpful and hopefully gives you some ideas into how you can better run your Amazon PPC. It's obviously something we do for our clients, so if you need help with this or you just don't know where to begin, don't have the time to do all this research yourself, contact us below, KickstartPPC.com. We'll audit your account and see how we can help you out. If you want more content like this, Amazon PPC and FBA, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay up to date on everything Amazon PPC and FBA. Now, until next video, hope you guys have a good one and we'll see you soon. Bye.